Hello friends, we have already seen about the various building materials in the previous module. In continuation, we shall see about the different types of finishes that could be applied on them for the walls, ceilings and the floors, both in the interiors and exteriors. We have noticed that enormous constructions are coming around us every day. The differences and the visual appeal in these buildings can be due to the various types of finishes applied on it. Finishes play an important role in enhancing the overall design of the structure for both the interior of the building as well as the exterior. Finishes are a collection of materials and goods used for augmenting the aesthetic qualities and services of the constructed building in interiors as well as in exteriors. Finishes are either made in situ or are pre-prepared and laid on completed surfaces such as the walls, ceilings and floors. This chapter will create awareness on the types of wall finishes for interiors and exteriors, ceiling finishes for interiors and exteriors, floor finishes for interiors and exteriors. On entering a building, when one gains the perception of enclosed space and protection by the bounding of different surfaces such as the wall, ceiling and floor, and architectural elements such as doors, windows and ventilators, it is referred to as interiors or interior space. When the building relates itself to the site and the space outside the enclosure, it is referred to as exteriors or exterior space. Now, let us see about the wall finishes. A wall is defined as an architectural structure with a height and length forming an enclosure. Materials applied to protect the exterior surface and decorate the interior surface of the structure are called as wall finishes. We will see some of the types of wall finishes. Wood. Wood shingles are tapered, thin pieces of wood available in different patterns, sizes and shapes. The process of applying shingles or any type of wood finish over the surface is termed as siding. Wood siding are laid horizontally with overlapping wood boards. Vertical and veneer siding are also prepared using boards or panels of wood. Cork, it is made out of the bark of oak tree. This wood finish is less noisy. Baseboard, they are made by utilizing planks, tongue and groove strips and veneers. Both plastic and wooden baseboards are available. Stone, masonry blocks. They can be laid in position similar to that of wall tiles. Decorative masonry blocks made of concrete are one of the traditional materials used over wall surfaces. Marble, moderately hard natural marble available in a variety of colors, seems to be the most desirable high ranking finishing material as it can be polished to give a neat, smooth and rich look. Artificial black marble, marble panels and tiles are also available for exterior wall finishing. Natural granite, it is composed of feldspar, quartz, sand and mica, which has desirable features such as high decorative quality, durability and intense hardness, resistance to abrasion, weather and acids. Sandstone, it is obtained from sedimentary rocks and it constitutes mainly of lime, silica and iron oxide. Terrazzo, this expensive but durable material composed of marble chips bonded together with cement is an appealing colorful finish. Bricks, though commonly used in exterior, brick tiles of natural and synthetic colors such as buff, light brown or light ash are purposefully manufactured for interior walls. Thinner bricks are preferable to serve as a wall finish. Tiles, a ceramic surfacing unit thinner than the surface of application is called the tile. Wherever moisture is an issue, glazed or unglazed ceramic tiles can be used. They are easy to wash, durable and economical. Tiles are available as natural clay, mosaic, conductive, impervious tiles, vitreous tiles and non-vitreous types. Ceramic murals. These modern finishing materials of high artistic value are formed by sticking ceramic veneer and slate. Each piece of ceramic mural is a thin plate with a flat or embossed surface. Stucco work. Stucco is a very popular decorative plastering for both exterior and interior walls. The modern stucco is made of Portland cement, sand and water. It serves as a background for application of paints or wallpaper to make it more effective. Glass. Blocks of glass made walls that admit light but maintain privacy are obtained as panels or sheets. Those with double insulated thickness can serve as partitions. Metal and non-metal finishes. Decorative aluminum alloy plate is anti-corrosive and is rolled with specific beautiful patterns and colors. It also has strong light reflecting ability. Decorative steel plate, available in a variety of colors, is suitable for interiors and exteriors. Plastic wall coverings. As plastics present fewer problems in application and are easier to match the seams, they blend themselves well to super graphics and large patterns. Paint. Paint is applicable on wood, stucco, masonry, metal, asbestos and gypsum boards. A good paint will have resistance to sun, weathering, color stability, alkali resistance, strong adhesive power and will not chip. Paints are available as oil based, which are appropriate for exterior surfaces and can withstand heavy scrubbing. Water based could be applied on moist surfaces and are easy to clean. Resin emulsion, made from pigments which dries quickly, ideal for both exterior and interior walls. Plastic emulsion, which consists of vinyl acetate and acrylate mixed with water. They are more ideal for interiors as they are quite attractive. Enamels, prepared from pigments and special varnishes, could be applied as high, semi or low gloss. Latex, a rubber based paint, normally thin with water which dries quickly. Cement paint, made out of white cement and pigments, is a glossy paint resisting the alkaline concrete. Wallpapers. Ranging from plain to patterned, endless colors and textures, they have the advantage of being easy to use, remodel and maintain. They are washable and can be painted with oil paints. Wall fabrics. Different fabrics of varied diamonds are draped over, pasted, stretched on or hung on the walls to create visual appeal. Non-woven wall cloth is processed without the weaving procedure, coated with resin and printed with colorful patterns. As it is permeable to air and moisture, this non-aging, non-dissipating material is not affected by mildew or moisture. Decorative wall cloth is made by coating the cotton calico with abrasion resistant resin and printing it with certain patterns. It is more suitable for inner wall surfaces. Grass cloth is a unique material made up of fibers taken from the honeysuckle vines. The fibers are processed and woven in different sizes and patterns and mounted on specific paper. The table below shows the different types of wall finishes based on their purpose that could be used in interiors as well as exteriors. The different purposes such as the structural, aesthetic, ease of maintenance, strength or durability, moisture resistance, safety, thermal insulation, sound absorption, light reflection, weather resistance, resistance to abrasion, chemicals and stain, cost effectiveness and for concealed effects. These materials are suitably selected. Ceiling finishes. Ceiling is defined as the upper limit of a room or any enclosed space. Generally, the ceiling is directly proportional to the floor of a building and hence it also has to be finished or adorned with utmost care by the right surface treatment. Types of ceiling finishes. Plaster. It is one of the oldest form of finishing a constructed building. Plain plastering serves as a foundation for further applications on it. Some interesting variations are sand face, cement and coarse sand in 1:4 ratio in first coating, followed by 1:3 ratio in second coating. Rough cast, sand and gravel mixture is splashed over the cement plaster when wet. Stucco. It refers to a type of plaster either with lime or cement. Work is done on a wet surface with a hand float covered with a rough or smooth felt. Dry wall ceiling finish. Panels of gypsum boards compacted between sheets of thick paper and dried in kilns results in this cost-effective material. This type of finish can be done with many varieties of boards and is quicker and easier to install than plastering. Aluminum and pressed tin metal ceilings. They are painted beautifully or also available as design tiles or panels. These are quite durable. Wallpapering. Finishing ceilings with wallpaper is a very handy measure as one could select patterns and textures from the innumerable choice. It comes with pre-pasted backing or unpasted paper that functions when moistened. Wood ceiling finish. Normally applied using hardwood or sometimes lath. Lath is a slim, flat piece of wood that forms a foundation for supporting plaster. These are fixed horizontally over the vertical studs. This framework forms a base over which several plaster coatings are laid to be solidified. Ceiling paint. Normally, ceiling paints come in white color and are cheaper than wall paints. Oil-based and water-based latex finishes in flat sheen, eggshell or satin categories are some of its varieties. The table below shows us the various types of ceiling finishes based on the different purposes in the interiors and exteriors. Based on the structural purpose, aesthetic purpose, ease of maintenance, strength and durability, moisture resistance, thermal insulation, sound absorption, light reflection, weather resistance, cost effective and concealed effects, one can choose the different types both for interiors and exteriors. Now we shall see about the floor finishes. A floor is the lower or supporting surface of any structure which is used for walking or moving around. A floor finish is any material applied over a floor structure or loosely laid above the constructed floor. The different types of floor finishes. Hard floor coverings. These could be selected based on the difference in moisture content of the floor and installed at the different sub-floors of a structure. These are typically much more durable than the soft floor coverings. Let us see them one by one. Marble. It is a kind of metamorphic rock formed due to extreme impact of heat and pressure. This elegant all-time quality finish appears veined generally in many colors and designs. It is quite slippery. Granite is a type of igneous rock formed by the cooling of molten magma. It is expensive but has good durability. It is available only in limited colors and becomes slippery when wet. Limestone and sandstone. Limestone has its origin from deposited organic materials, that is bones and shells, and wherever calcium carbonate is in excess. It will give a good look to the floor and a rusty and earthy appearance to any space. Sandstone is obtained from deposited sand grains, that is quartz. It is an attractive floor covering as it features irregular natural design from stripes to speckles. Kota stone, a variation of limestone. This fine-grained material can be beautifully finished in different ways such as hand cut, machine cut, mirror finish or polished. As the tiles are small sized only, they do not give the appearance of a seamless flooring. Flat stone is a standard flat stone obtained from splitting sedimentary rocks. It is a variety of sandstone available in many colors which can add to the attraction of an area. Slate, it is a type of metamorphic rock that consists of silica, alumina and iron oxide that can be easily split into layers. It has good durability and can withstand more scratches. Mosaic. Mosaic tile is made by baking excellent ceramic dust into small and thin square, rectangular and hexagon ceramic pieces and by sticking them adversely on a piece of cowhide paper. Very small, square, flat pieces of colored stone, porcelain or glass are also used to make these glassed tiles. Pebbles, these are bigger than granules but smaller than cobbles. They are usually available on the beaches and Riverside has smooth stones of different sizes, textures and colors, which offer a wide range of applications. Bricks are a very common architectural element, mostly made of clay, kaolin and shale, available as thinner as pavers. Bricks are laid either flat or on edge, arranged in herringbone fashion or set at right angles to the walls. Due to its good durability and hardness, this finish can last for several years if well maintained. Tiles, ceramic, suitable for both interiors and exteriors. They are least affected by moisture and stains. Glazed tiles are slippery and poor quality tiles sometimes chip off. A good underlay helps in long lasting of the material. Vitrified tiles. These tiles have gone through the process of nitrification that makes it less porous and moisture absorbent. These tiles have good stain resistance but are slippery and are less eco-friendly. Quarry tiles. As an unglazed form of a baked clay product, it is quite durable and impact resistant but chips off easily on severe blows. Concrete. Plain cement concrete. They are normally inexpensive, but to create beautiful effects in interiors, they have to be masked with other sheets like vinyl or linoleum or soft finishes. Colored concrete. It is a recent development which is quite durable and long lasting if proper sealants are used. Due to availability of many acids, numerous color options are available to create unique designs. Terrazzo is a man-made product which consists of marble chips embedded onto concrete surface and polished smoothly. This flooring can be prepared in situ or pre-made and laid as slabs or tiles. It is quite economical. Terracotta. This is prepared by firing refined brown or special red clay mixtures at high temperatures. Compared to other ceramic materials, terracotta floors are quite tough but not very cold, which makes them more preferable. Wood. Timber from pine, spruce or any other hardwood is appropriate for wood flooring. This material should be well preserved to make them more durable and rot free, as well as properly seasoned to get a well dried product for further usage. Hardwood flooring matches with any style of decoration, be it modern or traditional.
Solid hardwood flooring looks great in any home, and it can add to the value of your house. We'll show you how to install solid hardwood flooring. If you haven't prepped your floor, do that first. You can learn about that in our subfloor prep video. Speaking of subfloors, 3/4 inch solid hardwood needs to be installed with nails over plywood, on or above grade in your home, not in a basement and not directly on concrete. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for specifics. Here's a quick overview of the installation. Run the flooring along the length of the room with an expansion gap at the perimeter. Solid hardwood expands and contracts. Stagger the joints at least 6 inches and also avoid H-joints. In other words, don't allow the joints to line up unless they are at least 2 rows apart. It's smart to calculate the width of the last row too. If it will be less than 1 inch, consider cutting the first row by half. Before you get started, determine how much flooring you'll need by multiplying the length times width of the room to get the square footage. Add about 10% extra for any warped or damaged boards. When you have your flooring, let it acclimate to the room temperature and humidity for at least 72 hours. Typically, you remove the flooring from the boxes and stack it in the room. This is a good time to check for any warped or defective boards. Hold on to them. You can use the bad pieces to help pry the last row into place. Also, you might be able to cut off the damaged parts and use the good pieces for your install. When the flooring has acclimated, pick out the straightest boards for the first 2 rows. Hold the first board on the columns. When you get to the last few rows where the flooring nailer won't fit, blind nail where you can. For the last 2 rows, you'll have to face nail along the tongue side. To fit the very last row, cut the pieces, keeping in mind the expansion gap. Use a pull bar to wedge the pieces in place. Then face nail. If the last strip will be less than 1 inch wide, glue it to the previous row. Finish up by cutting the excess underlayment, filling nail holes with wood putty, and reattaching the baseboards and shoe molding. Attach the trim to the wall, not the floor. Then add the transitions. And it's finished. Solid hardwood definitely adds a
resilient and smooth floor coverings. Resilient floor coverings are made from materials that have springing capacity or elasticity. These are used in areas where noise needs to be minimized, such as study rooms or libraries, as well as on wooden or stone floors. The first of its variety is the linoleum, where natural substances such as powdered cork, linseed oil, fillers, resin and pigments are compressed and baked at high temperatures. Linoleum is obtained in a variety of colors and designs. A major benefit is its versatility to appear as expected, that is, like a stone flooring or wood flooring or any other material. Rubber. Natural or synthetic rubber is available in sheet or cut tiles form. It is manufactured by mixing pure rubber with fillers such as granulated cork or asbestos fiber. Foam rubber backing serves as a good sound insulator for the sheets. Asphalt. It is made up of mineral fibers and pigments along with asbestos. It is ideal for utility areas as it has good resistance to mild acids, oil and grease. Vinyl flooring. This flooring material emerged as a competitor to other resilient floor finishes due to the wide choice in color and design application. If installed carefully and maintained well, it can last for more than 10 years. Cork. It is sliced out from blocks of renewable granulated bark of oak tree and packed together with binding agents. This material can be obtained in various sizes, shades and thicknesses. This material gives a good effect to the feet. Plastic or PVC. This highly reputed plastic material called polyvinyl chloride is inexpensive, easy to install and has good durability. As this material has a backing of foam or felt, it is comparatively softer than wooden flooring. Now let us see the soft floor coverings. Soft coverings are the rugs and carpets which give more comfort and warmth to the area where they are used. These luxurious floor coverings can create accent to the decor of any area as well as portray the theme required appreciably. Rugs. A rug is a thick single piece of floor covering in a specific shape and generally not intended for covering the entire floor. Available in vast range of plain, patterned, colorful or textured varieties, it is constructed as a flat weave or pile weave from animal skin, trimmed fabric or from woven strips of rag. Normally, they are used as a centerpiece of flooring or as a foot rug for the entrance, sofa or bed. Carpets. It is a thick floor covering usually made from extra yarn called pile, being woven or felted from natural or man-made fibers. It is created over a frame that has a cotton base with the design already imprinted on it. Carpets are available as a wall-to-wall fitting for the entire floor or in varied sizes to cover only part of an area. The table below shows us the different types of floor finishes, again based on their purpose, suitable for both interiors and exteriors. The various purposes are structural, aesthetic, ease of maintenance, strength and durability, moisture resistance, safety, comfort, thermal insulation, sound absorption, light reflection, weather resistance, damage resistance, cost effectiveness, concealed effects and so on. To conclude, finishing works applied to various surfaces of the building is the final stage of construction. These finishes help to correct or mask the architectural defects. This feature in building construction creates a charm to both the interiors and exteriors. Depending on its execution, finishes enhance the overall visual design of the structure. The decorative details given to the surface in the present era can be a dramatic change to the edifice. Thank you.